Where's my generator? Huh. Well, that didn't last very long. No, nobody stole it. A couple weeks ago, oh gosh, it's more than a month ago now, the second load I hauled, I smashed this generator. I'm going to see if I can somehow post a picture of it later, but I replaced from here all the way around up to here. That was completely destroyed. You can't tell now really because I just put this cover on here, but you can kind of see the damage on there. I got it back as smooth as I could. I caulked around that with some outdoor sealant just to kind of keep the water out. Let's see, this here was smashed into about here. This bottom was kinked in. See, I got some tubes. That's the tube I cut off there. There's another one. It was pretty much destroyed. What happened was, let's see here. So right here was the back of my toolbox. And the generator is here. Well, the trailer was right back here. And I tried turning the trailer when I first put it on there, check for clearance, but you pull different trailers out there. And I turned about 45 degrees and it still looked like it would clear. And I typically don't spin a 180. I normally take a little bit bigger turn when I do turn. But of course, if I had any inclination that there's been a problem, I would have moved it. But dropped off some sand and an oil well. And the only way out was to do a 180. Sharp left. And it was the only way to get off that well site. So destroyed my generator. I got to use it that one time, that first video. But I got it looking pretty good now. I wasn't going to do a video because I wasn't sure how good it would turn out. So of course you never want to show your mess ups. But I got this thing looking pretty dang good again. You still see it's a little bit crooked there. The other side, but it works just fine. This little on-off valve for the gas was back in here. That's what that dent is from. So I went a couple inches back. This cover I had to take off. This was smashed in. This was smashed in all the way around. Busted this. I got some plastic weld. I'm going to seal this back up for the air box. But I didn't pay much for it. I got a good deal. So I definitely spent more in labor fixing it back up than if I'd have just went and bought another brand new one. But anyone in trucking right knows, with this COVID bull crap going on, trucking is not doing good right now. Doing power only. I'm hauling toilet paper for JB Hunt. They said just pretty much use their trailer because they got nowhere to put them. They're not moving enough freight either, so. Got a Dodge Ram. Anybody want to buy this thing? That bad boy's for sale, 2-wheel drive. Nobody wants that. So right now what I'm doing here is I got plenty of room to stuff it back in here. I think about 4 inches or so of clearance in the sides, and then the depth, there's plenty of room, and I got about 4 inches of extra height. I can put it there. But I'm thinking about putting it up on top, because when I brought it home, I had it mounted up there on top, and it was out of the way. I needed to use it one more time before I came home to charge up my batteries. Still haven't got that problem fixed. And I could almost not even hear it. The top of the sleeper stops right here. I was really surprised how quiet it was inside there. So I think I'm going to put it up there, because if I put it down on the bottom, I think just the vibration and the exhaust blowing out right underneath there, it's going to almost like a tunnel effect. It's going to make it a lot louder than what it is. So I don't know. I spent about a half hour debating this, but I think I'm going to put it up on top. And I want to put another toolbox down there. It seems like a waste of space, but I think a toolbox is more handy. The generator doesn't get used too often, so it'll be up out of the way. I can still reach up there and pull start it. If I open this door here, there's a step like this ledge here. I can step on that and I can add gas, so that won't be a problem. But the toolbox will be used a lot more, I think, with this power rolling we'll be doing. I think I'm going to put all my straps for the logistic straps for van trailers to go inside there. And then I got to put all my chains, and I got a couple binders and chains in there, but I got to fill my toolbox back up. So, yeah, that's what we're doing this week. I've been home for, let's see, today's Tuesday, I think. I've been home too long. I've been home since Friday. But that toilet paper load, everyone thinks that stuff was paying amazing. That's why I jumped on toilet paper. It doesn't pay crap. No pun intended. But yesterday, I had some rust problems in my rear differential. It just looked like crap. It's all full of dirt now. I drove yesterday. It was raining, but pretty much from the fifth wheel plate back, I wire wheeled the back of the frame. A couple little rust spots that I had on there. Of course, it looks like crap in this video, but maybe when I get that mounted up there, I'll take another video. So I wire wheeled everything, wiped everything down, and painted that black. So that looks a lot better back there. You see how rusty this thing is. Figure I'm out to do something while I'm sitting home. I got all my load alerts open for all the loads that are leaving Wisconsin, and stuff is barely paying $1 a mile, and it's $1.11 a mile to run my truck. So it don't make sense to go driving around paying to deliver loads. Is pretty much what it is. But another thing I'm gonna do. Oh, I know the garage is a freaking disaster, but I'm not sure how much water is gonna blow up underneath here. Obviously nothing's going to go across the top and leak down under there, but I'm not sure if water's going to blow up under there. I bought some outdoor outlet covers to go on there. And I spent like $30 on them, but I don't think I'm going to put them on because this is going to work a lot better than what I was thinking. So to keep the water from blowing up underneath there, this little concrete mixing bin you get from Lowe's, I think I'm going to set it inside there, so that'll keep all the water and all the debris from blowing up underneath it. And then that little flap I have on there, a clear flap, will keep stuff from going down. So I've got it covered from both sides there. I think that'll work. So I think that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to get some, I got some treated 2x4s, because when I open the door, this sticks over the front edge just a little bit of the toolbox up on top. The door hits the bottom of that when I open it. So I'm going to put a 2x4 under there, a 2x4 under there, treated, and then I'll just run some bolts down. I'll use some big bolts and some big washers on the inside and bolt it down. You can see how that gas tank used to sit level under there. It doesn't now, but the fuel line is on this side, so if anything, it drains the fuel to the line end. I'm happy with that. Now you can see I got my Walmart poster board on there just to get me back home. I had to sit down there for 2 days waiting for my authority to get reactivated, my insurance to switch over, and I did pretty good. It made money coming home, so that's all that mattered. And I have a 3-year-old trailer to use. So that's another good bonus that came out of that. I've never been a fan of the van, but I prefer open and flat or step deck work. But the way the economy is, you get what you can out here. All right, I'll get this mounted up there and take another video when I'm done.